News Mix, K105.
This is In the Know for Wednesday, August 12, the 225th day of 2020. There are 141 days left in the year. Good morning, MB, guiding you through In the Know at K105. On Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose, live online at K105.com via the Apple and Android smartphone app using the SoundCloud or iTunes podcast. We are on Facebook Watch, YouTube Live, Periscope, and hashtag In the Know coming up today. We're going to update you on the latest news headlines from around the community, the county, the Commonwealth, and the country. Governor Beshear and his family have a bit of a scare yesterday. We'll tell you about that. We'll also have day number 3 of Where's Quacky? It'll be your chance to win. Plus more football changes, a sibling showdown in Kentucky later today. We'll have that and a whole lot more coming up today here on In the Know. Settling into my left, rolling Mach 9 with her hair on fire. Is my beautiful wife, the beautiful girl. It's Beach. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Occasionally, I run across something that describes you. Like we found that word and I've forgotten what the word is. The reason that your ears are overtuned, there's a particular word to describe that, and I've forgotten. Misophonia. That's right. You are a misophonia sufferer. You are also a sufferer of rest fever.
Does that mean talking loud?
No, rest fever means to feel nervous, anxious, or jittery before you leave for a trip.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you do that, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
It gets me down.
It's rest fever. That's the nervous, anxious, and jittery feeling you get before you leave for a trip. She's the pride of Pumpkin Center, the heiress to the great Minnie Burger fortune. She's Vera Wang's arch nemesis and the professional bargain hunter's woman of the year. She's Misty Embry Thomas.
Hey.
How's Misty?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm sorry. I know you were expecting to get the call from Sleepy Joe yesterday, but the call went to Kamala instead.
What makes you think I didn't get it and turn it down?
Well, I feel like you would have told me. I feel like you would have told me if you got the call and turned it down. So, but to be fair to you, I am presuming that you weren't considered, you were skipped over and you lost out to Kamala Harris.
I wasn't skipped over. I just said, Joe, you and I don't agree on anything, and I think you're a dirty old man.
I liked whoever wrote the talking point for the president calling the choice Joe's political living will. Right. If you have a living will, you're making preparations for something happens to you,
right.
And so that's what he called your political living will.
Right.
So I
feel like I'm missing out because I was probably picking cucumbers.
You were in the garden yesterday?
And tomatoes about this time.
Well,
yesterday.
Kamala Harris, the first woman of color to be a national party nominee or to run on the ticket. To be clear, the Democratic National Convention has not been held yet, and Joe Biden is not officially the nominee yet. Right. The primaries have been held, but the nomination process has, so he's the presumptive nominee, and something really weird would have to happen for him not to become the nominee.
Well,
so
it is 2020, so we still have our fingers crossed.
Anything could happen. Hillary could figure out a way to slide her way in there. Who knows?
Well, if Biden dies, we'll know she did.
Well, yeah, that's I did think, I heard this morning, I didn't see it for myself yet, so I can't say, but I did hear someone report that when they had a Zoom call, where he extended the invitation to her and he was reading from a script. And I kind of thought, if I were running for president and I were about to Zoom one of you all in on conference, I feel like I would just give you an invitation to run with me on this ticket rather than reading from a prepared script.
Of all the good choices that they had, they ended up with Joe Biden.
Well, I think
You
that's
all
just
had
the one
some
that
good
most of the
choices.
most people could agree on and go, yeah, okay. It's
I don't know.
I think everything you need to know about her can be summed up by she was the Attorney General of California. I think that if you really want to know where her political her politics lie, sure, she's got less than one term as a senator that you can count on, and she, sparring with Bill Barr and sparring with Brett Kavanaugh and all those things. But if you want to really know where her politics are, look at her time in the Attorney General's office in California, and that's who you'll see that she's likely to be. The president, though, in his daily briefing, this has just have turned into a campaign speech. He got all the good labels in. He got Sleepy Joe and Phony Kamala, and he even worked in a Pocahontas in there, and he just the hits just keep on coming.
I'll tell you, when Memo and I get up on a Tuesday morning and we're watching the news, you should hear Memo.
Hear
talk
her
about
commentary?
Trump. Oh, yeah. It's hilarious.
Scattered thunder. I'm sorry again, Misty, that you didn't get the.
I turned him down.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm just glad you were given proper consideration.
He didn't call. He was too sleepy to call me. That's the problem.
When I did get an email from him this morning, and he stopped calling me Stanley. And I'm thinking, I wanted to be Stanley.
Are you DeWalt now?
Maybe. Scattered thunderstorms possible. Yes.
Isn't that a total
I got a tweet from him that said, "Hey, DeWalt, scattered thunderstorms possible through the weekend. Today through Sunday, a risk for localized flash flooding with any thunderstorm or downpour. Next week, cooler, less humid air rolls in. So maybe next week we'll be back to last week. That'll be okay. The daily threat of scattered showers and thunderstorms last through the end of the work week and into the weekend. Highs remain in the upper 80s for most. Scattered thunderstorms and 89 today. Mostly cloudy, 72 tonight. Scattered thunderstorms and 89 for tomorrow. Had a day full of some dynamics yesterday with the governor and the first lady both feeling ill. Earlier yesterday, they were supposed to be at a news conference with Congressman Hal Rogers. They postponed that after the governor and first lady began not feeling well. They were both tested for COVID-19 after having most of the symptoms associated with it, but their tests are negative. So let's hope the tests are right for their sake. I think we've seen cases where the tests were right, and I think we've seen cases where the tests were wrong. But out of caution, they canceled the events for yesterday, and then he did approach, in his daily briefing yesterday, he said he had a greater level of empathy for people who are dealing with the anxiety of waiting for their own results. We were talking before the show started now that some places offer test results in as little as 30 minutes, which will reduce the anxiety. Again, if we have the testing dialed in, like we hope that it's dialed in,
Right.
then it can get that anxiety out of the way in a few hours rather than what started out to be. In the beginning, wasn't it almost a week before we knew? So that isolation and the quarantine that you have to put yourself in is unbearable, I would imagine.
Well, and then it sped up, and then it slowed down again because so many people were getting tested. So, yeah.
Well, and they did say, they being the governor, when he announced his 562 new cases, said that was artificially low due to a data processing issue. So that's 2 days in a row. I'm not an expert on this, but 2 days worth of artificially low data or due to a processing issue. So when can we expect 1 day? Okay. But 2 days in a row, what's happening? What do we need to do to get from the artificial back to the bona fide?
Right.
Can I get some genuine article data instead of some artificial data? What would we have to do in order to do that? And maybe I'll see if I can help. I'll grab a shovel or whatever is needed. I can help. 35,793 cases as of yesterday. 8 new deaths. 667 people currently hospitalized. 148 currently in ICU. 5.87% positivity rate. 711,000 tests now performed in Kentucky. Congressman Thomas Massey was on the Glenn Beck show on Friday and says he has tested positive for antibodies. He said that he has had the coronavirus, but he took a coronavirus test and an antibody test at the end of July and received a positive result last week for the antibodies. He is convinced that he had it in January while Congress was adjourned for the holidays. He said he described being sick with a fever, sore throat, and low energy. He went to the doctor. He said he hadn't been to the doctor for an illness in 10 to 15 years, so it shows you how sick he must have been to go. He said, I got to go back to Congress. Give me whatever you got. And they gave me a strong antibiotic shot in an antihistamine, and I was feeling better within a day. And now he says he tested positive for the antibodies and is happy to donate his plasma if that will help. That's what he said.
Okay. But it makes me wonder, do antibiotics and antihistamines help with COVID? Because we're being told that hydroxychloroquine, whatever
That's
stuff.
a little bit different. So being tested for the antibodies is saying that you've already had it.
Yeah. We got
And-
that part. Well, the
yeah,
question
and
was
so
the treatment.
My physician,
The treatment, though, he said in January when he was sick, they gave him a shot of antibiotics and some antihistamines, and he was feeling better sooner. So if he thinks that was the coronavirus, do antibiotics and histamines help with this? Or was it just
They might, but here's what we need to make
coincidence
sure.
that he was on the end of
Don't
that?
let President Trump mention it.
Yeah.
If it's a possible therapy,
Nobody
don't
tell.
let the president mention it because it will automatically be wrong.
Hashtag don't drink bleach.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. He could come out with the actual cocktail to say
Yeah.
this will solve all of our problems, and a bunch of people are going to go, nah, that's not true. That's just the way that the world works these days. At least one Kentucky school system is not only heeding Governor Beshear's recommendation of delaying in-person classes, but adding even more days to the total. Members of the Lewis County Board of Education amended their 2020-2021 school calendar Monday night to push back when in-person instruction will start to November 5. So they're saying not only are we not going back on September the 28th per the governor's request, we're not going back until at least November 5th.
I love it.
Well, interesting. The selection of that particular date. What else happens that week?
Presidential election.
Oh, there is a big voting thing going on that week. So it is interesting that they picked that date in particular. Is that some type of tongue-in-cheek political statement that says all the world's problems will be fixed that week?
We just got to hold on till the 1st of November.
Interesting because the some of the significance of the September the 28th was to try and get through nearly the first 9 weeks of the school year. So there's a natural changing of the chapter for schools. And September 28th may be ambitious. I don't know. But in the case of Grayson County is going to have nearly 6 weeks of school, or at least 5 weeks of NTI under their belts by the time that they could even potentially get the green light from the governor. But virtual instruction in Lewis County will take place from September 5th through November 4th. So they're getting started a little bit later and then choosing the November date. Okay. Speaking of that voting thing that's coming up in November, Secretary of State Michael Adams is he is not recommending universal mail-in absentee balloting for the November general election. He is presenting a plan to the governor that says his recommendation is practical and not ideological. He says he hopes to expand early in-person voting. He says in June we had about 75% vote absentee, 10% vote early, and 15% vote election day. I think we can push a lot more people toward in-person early voting. We have shown we can conduct voting safely in person. It's safe. The governor, I think, agrees with that, and that's why he's joining me in calling for more locations for in-person voting. So you're going to have the ability to vote in the same way by mail that you did in the spring, if you like that option. It was still spring, right? It was right. It was the week summer began because it was the 21st or something like that. So late spring, early summer, whichever it was. So you'll have that option. You'll have an elongated option in order to vote in person, but early, according to his plan. And then I assume you'll have some day of voting allowed as well. One of the things that he went on to say that in his plan, by the way, before I get to that, he said that the president had recently floated the idea of delaying the election, and he poo-pooed that idea. The governor, even the governor can't. They can move the primary, but they can't move the general. And he also went on to say, kind of dovetailing out of that on not moving the general election, they're intending to intending to open the window for absentee balloting earlier, which means there won't be a postmarked date now that all the votes have to come in and be on election day, which means the deadline for returning your vote via mail won't be election day. It will be a day sooner, because he says no one wants to wait to find out the presidential race for 2 weeks after election day. No one wants to find out whether it's McGrath or McConnell. So they're going to say, rather than so long as it's at the post office by election day, it counts, they're going to roll the days back to where you'll have the same amount of time. It'll just be earlier. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I also thought about it, the people who don't want to do vote by mail, or that have concerns over the postal service's ability to do it reliably. I mean, I guess I understand that concern. I did see the meme that said that the postal carriers union had endorsed Joe Biden, and I don't know if that's true or not. That may just be complete baloney that somebody is circulating. But it did, in my mind, say, if we're going to rely upon the Postal Service for this, the mail carriers union should not be able to take political stances if they're going to be involved. Right. The transparency has to run throughout, and they're an arm of the federal government. So it really shouldn't be politicized, especially if we need you now more than ever to carry our votes. Right. But it did also plant a seed that there are, on those ballots, there are barcodes. Are there not? Isn't that the way that they were scanning those, or was there something in particular that...
I can't remember.
Is there something there's got to be something that associates me with that ballot to know that it's a legitimate...
Unique, yes. That's
right. There has to be a way to prove it quickly that this ballot is legitimate, it was mailed to me, it's mine, etc. Don't we have a way or maybe we don't have it today, but shouldn't we have the ability in the future, like the read receipt on an email? When you request one of those, when
that makes sense.
When your ballot gets scanned, yes. Shouldn't you get a text message
Yes.
I don't want to go to the process of mailing something back to you in the Postal Service, because that just takes more money to do that. Well, but why can't you get like an electronic tick that says, got your ballot?
What I don't trust is if the United States Postal Service Union has endorsed one party, what makes me trust that if my mail carrier is a Democrat and they know my household is Republican, that they would make for sure that my ballot got there?
These are the concerns that this is why people have been concerned with this process of voting.
I'm saying, but for them to come out and endorse, then that would make them say,
that's right. But to be very clear, I'm going to say it again because I said it as part of my comments. That was a Facebook post that I saw somebody that I know has strong political leanings post, but with me, I went, is that really true? And it doesn't, I hope it's not true, but if it is, it's enough so I didn't go look it up and source it out and find it.
Let's hope it's not true.
Let's hope that it's not, but it may be. Maybe let's all look it up for ourselves.
I'm just saying, if it is true, I think the union may have done more damage for themselves than good.
If you want to be a poll worker, I know many of us have spent our entire lives trying to stay off the poll, but if you want to work the poll on election day or the polls,
times are getting tough.
Secretary of State has unveiled a new process for voters to apply to serve as poll workers for the November election. The portal is at govoteky.com. If you go through that process, the county clerks in your individual counties will get that application and then reach out to you if you are needed.
That unemployment did end, right? That extra.
Well, it has ended. I should say it has been suspended. I don't know. Can't say that it won't come back. Serena and Venus Williams will play one another in a professional tennis match in Kentucky this week.
Wow.
So they both advanced in the Top Seed Open there in Lexington and will play one another. So that's exciting. That's never happened in Kentucky before. Probably won't ever happen again. The Knicks, as we told you yesterday, have hired Kentucky's Kenny Payne as an assistant coach. Kevin Knox, former Cat, loved that idea. He plays for the Knicks. It was his birthday, too. He said, hey, great birthday surprise. The Reds beat the Royals yesterday, so that's good, last night. And the Yankees defeated the Atlanta Braves yesterday as well. So for me, it was a good day baseball-wise. So there you go. There's all the latest headlines. Got to get to a break. When we come back, day number 3 of Where's Quacky coming up, plus a whole lot more here on In the Know.
Successful small business owners know that having an ally in decoding the data of your business performance is vital. A trusted source that can interpret financial reports, advise on tax code, and assess overall performance can be the difference between sleepless nights and peace of mind. The certified public accounting firm of Buckles, Travis & Hart is your ally in making sure your business is performing at an optimum level. Call or contact today to find out how Buckles, Travis & Hart can help fine-tune your business to create peak performance. 270-259-5604. GraysonCPAs.com.
Expert care, high technology, hometown kindness. That's Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center. Here's Dr. Gregory Koo on integrative healthcare.
Integrative is basically you mix holistic medicine with modern medicine. I was the director of this holistic integrative center, but I did acupuncture, and I did that my entire career alongside of family medicine, and the results are just unbelievable.
To schedule an appointment with Dr. Koo, call 270-879-3711. Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center. Your home, your health.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages, incentive pay, benefits at 90 days, and a discount stock program offering after 6 months. Applications for production trainees are available in the front lobby with a convenient drop box. So stop by the office at 435 at Embry Drive and start your path to a career with Leggett & Platt. We need 30 new trainees immediately. So join the team where our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
We are thrilled to announce Beach Bend Park is now open daily for the summer. We're glad to welcome you back with our new safety guidelines, providing our guests the safest possible experience. And now you can save big on summer fun. Beach Bend Park is offering a half-season pass for just $49.99, including one Bring a Friend ticket and loads of in-park discounts. Plus, one-day admission tickets can be purchased online for only $29.99 with promo code FUN. Enjoy the awesome Kentucky Rumbler roller coaster, classic amusement rides, daily shows, mini golf, water park with wave pool, lazy river, thrilling water slides, and more. At Beach Bend, the parking, tubes, and sunscreen are always free. For hours, birthday parties, event info, and to purchase tickets and half-season passes, visit beachbend.com.
Beach Bend Park. Fun for the whole family. Beach Bend Park.
Walmart is teaming up with Instacart for a shot to take on Amazon and grocery delivery supremacy. The partnership means Walmart customers in 4 pilot markets spanning California and Oklahoma can now choose Walmart's grocery options when putting together an Instacart order. Instacart already works with major grocery chains like Albertsons, Kroger, and Target. The cooperative should help Walmart and Instacart fight off Amazon and its Whole Food Amazon Fresh alliance. Google is expanding its Lookout app, designed for people who are blind or low vision. The food label mode can identify packaged foods when users point their phone's camera at a label. The scan document mode is designed to make it easier to go through letters and mail. People can use Lookout to take a snapshot of a document, and the app will then gather the document's content and make it available to be read aloud by a screen reader. Match has given users some new tools to woo each other on video calls. Dating site has added games and icebreakers to make those one-on-one calls more engaging. Tech Report, Larry Olson.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown in mine. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Today is Middle Children's Day.
Yay!
Or Middle Child's Day. So, salute, Martha.
Yeah.
Vinyl Record Day today. And it is Sewing Machine Day today. Oh, yeah. Simplicity. That's a Pattern brand. Simplicity.
That is one of them.
Oh, my mother used to drag us to the Pattern store.
That was
to the
fun,
sewing
right?
store. It was zero fun. It was no fun whatsoever. I mean, I guess there are a lot of. I guess there are certainly a lot of people in the audience who never wore handmade clothes.
Really?
I wore handmade clothes.
Oh,
did.
I absolutely
My
did.
mom can sew.
But there are fewer and fewer people that have or will or the patterns were always just really interesting looking. You know, you lay them out and you pin them and you cut and you have the pinking shears. Look at me.
Yeah.
No, the ones that do the
Well-
waffle look, the zigzag
Yeah,
look.
But you don't use those to like sew clothes.
You don't?
No.
No.
What do you do with them?
Take it up with my mama then.
Oh, you
'cause
cut
she's
bangs.
she's doing it wrong.
No,
right.
I mean that's more of like a if you're doing a scrapbook or something like that.
Yeah, but we
That
didn't
may be
scrapbook
the
back in the day.
that may
They
be the
actually-
application you saw them used
Yeah.
for.
No,
I'm
back in
sorry.
the day, it was part of the pattern cutting.
Look up and see
My
what pinking shears are
grandmother-
intended for.
Yes.
Look it up.
is
The
a
original
master
use.
seamstress, but she was also in the
Scrapbooking club.
the homemakers.
Gotcha.
So they would outline. They would do the pinking shears to outline in their scrapbooking books. But yeah, I'm not kidding.
All right.
I don't. Think
Won't you get on Pinterest and look up, see what pinking shears will do for you?
Uh-huh.
It's day number 3 of Where's Quacky. By the way, congratulations to Cheryl Embry, the day number 2 winner of Where's Quacky. She knew that that Quacky was at the Grayson County Public Library yesterday, getting some learnings,
Yeah.
reading a book,
Yep.
checking out the Dewey Decimal System,
Smart duck.
soaking it all in. Quacky's smarter today than he was day before yesterday, thanks to spending some time at the Grayson County Public Library. So Cheryl wins an entry in the Grayson County Alliance Ducking Hunger Regatta. She gets a duck and a K105 t-shirt, so congratulations to you. You can be like Cheryl as well. And win today. On the K105 Facebook page, there's a picture of Quacky where he is today. And it's your job to tell us where Quacky is today. Put that in the comment section of the post at K105 the K105 Facebook page. Also, remember, follow that link because it'll take you directly to where you buy your own duck for the Ducking Hunger Regatta, which is coming up September 7th, that you'll be able to watch on K105 Digital Productions at noon on Labor Day. Where's Quacky? Do you know where he is, Misty?
I do, actually.
Beach, can you tell where Quacky is?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, so if you're watching
Well,
the show, then you can.
oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe
I know.
Might know where that is.
Maybe I know.
All right. So if you know, then take your guess over to our Facebook page, to the picture of Quacky, and comment. All right. Very good. On Halloween, an extra treat for Halloween this year, since it may be different than historic Halloweens. On Saturday, October 31st, the night sky will be lit up by a rare full blue moon. So we're going to get a blue moon on Halloween. The celestial phenomenon can either occur when there are 2 full moons in a single calendar month, which is a monthly blue moon, or when it's the 3rd or 4th full moon in a single season, a seasonal blue moon, according to Earth Sky. And that's what we're getting, a seasonal blue moon. So it'll look in particularly spooky, perhaps.
Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Unsolicited face masks are arriving from China in our mailboxes.
What is going on?
First it was the seeds. Now we're getting masks. Are the Chinese trying to send us a coded message?
I said this the other day and you all shut me down.
When it was just the seeds, it was one thing.
Whoever was here.
But the seeds plus the masks In 3 weeks, we may get another thing in the mail from them that creates a mathematical formula that reveals a secret message, like Little Orphan Annie's
Right.
secret decoder ring.
Right.
We get the seeds, we get the masks, we get one more thing, and then it's revealed to us.
I think this is the good people of China trying to help us secretly protect us from the bad China virus. China virus.
So,
See, I told you.
the use of pinking shears prevents the edges of the fabric from fraying.
Thank you, Betty.
So much. Okay. I just liked running with them because you say, you're running with scissors. No, I'm not. I'm running with pinking shears. You should have been more specific if you wanted me to stop.
Such a man.
So we are
That
finding
loophole
out.
in there.
We're finding out now that the seeds from China and the masks from China, that the Federal Trade Commission and the Better Business Bureau says this is a scheme called brushing. Sellers get your address, username, or even your Amazon profile, and send you unsolicited items, usually lightweight and cheap. They then use your name to post false consumer reviews to boost their sales. Okay. That's a nice story. I'm not sure I'm buying it.
That doesn't even make sense to me.
I mean, I am allowing that hypothesis.
It's a bad one.
I'm allowing it. I'm going to go, okay, that could be true. But considering the year that we're swimming in, I'm not sure there's not more to it. So I'm not going to just let my guard down just yet. Fair enough? An anti-masker throws a public tantrum.
Oh, love those.
So his son carries him out of the store. We would like to share the video with you. However, it has not suitable for work language in it.
Can I
And
mute it?
no.
I think everybody can just go look it up for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it yourself, it's a Reddit user who posted the video under public freakout. It shows a man being carried out of a store by his sons because he was yelling and threatening to kick people's behinds because they were wearing masks. You're a bunch of idiots, he said. You know it's not real. He is heard saying to no one in particular. He, of course, referring to the COVID-19, which has killed 163,000 Americans so far. You've got a doily on your face, he says to one shopper. The shopper responds, calls him a child, says, do you feel better now? When more people come to confront the man, his son jumps into action and carries him out like a toddler. Clearly, it's not the first time this has had to happen. I don't know. Let's don't show it. It's fine.
Making the family proud.
But he's got a, and then on his way out, he's got a well-timed harumph. He breaks large for the videoers.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is
He gives a little one gun salute.
that is so disgusting.
Sounds like a prize citizen.
I think I know this guy, by the way. Or I know his cousin.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know his family.
So we talked about Halloween a few minutes ago. Turkey dinner flavored candy corn is now available.
I threw up in my mouth a little.
Yeah.
Brock's. Leave it to Brock's.
It was already bad to begin with.
Who would try this?
Brock's
I'm sure there's
created
people
a
out
new
there.
candy corn flavor that we've pretty sure nobody asked for.
That is so disgusting.
Turkey dinner. Thanksgiving flavors of green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrot, sweet potato pie, and stuffing.
I would so vomit.
Dennis Cook, he has the rest of his day committed to finding the Brock's turkey dinner candy corn.
Try them one at a time, Dennis.
Yeah, don't.
And a video review, and then a handful at once.
Yes, that's right. You're not a legitimate chief culinary technician
Don't be bringing in
if you don't try these.
a lot of bags of these.
Oh, no, he learned his lesson now. He knows how to do them in small sampling sizes. A Colorado park ranger posts a message warning guests not to feed pizza to moose.
Just pizza.
Just pizza. 2 days in a row, we have a National Park Service public service announcement. Yesterday, it was don't push your slower friends in front of Bear.
Yeah, don't use your friends as
Which
bear
I thought
bait.
our world, it's a sad commentary on our world that we're now having to address that.
Mm-hmm.
And now today is don't feed pizza to moose, because a Colorado park ranger tweeted out an image of a moose along with a message about a report he responded to on Sunday, during which a group of visitors at Clear Creek Canyon were caught trying to feed pizza to the animal.
I think they're lactose intolerant. Is that the problem?
Probably. That's the issue. But I think this just happened to be pizza in this particular case.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to feed them at all.
That's and so it goes on to say you should not approach the animals at all. But it's another yet commentary on the fact that some of you don't belong in the great outdoors. You city folks that are trying to hide from COVID-19 by getting out into the great outdoors, you don't know enough not to feed a moose. So just stay in the city.
Yeah, which is a great movie, by
and
the way.
take your chances with the Rona. All right? Got to get to a break. We'll come back. Got plenty more on the way. Hang around. You're on In the Know.
Got myself a tasty Mickey D's breakfast sandwich for now and another for later. Okay, it's later.
How about a savory sausage McMuffin? Now at McDonald's, you can get 2 for just $2. Prices and participation may vary. Single item at regular price cannot be combined with combo meal.
You know what sounds fun? Holiday World sounds fun. We're talking the kind of fun that takes 128 acres to contain it. The kind of fun that leads to the sounds of silence on the car ride home. Because the kids will be sleeping. The kind of fun you need to start having today. But you can only get tickets online and only at holidayworld.com.
Free soft drinks, free parking, free sunscreen.
That was fun.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Would you act differently if you did know? The fact is, many Kentuckians are symptom-free carriers, unknowingly spreading the disease to our most vulnerable and holding back our economy. None of us want that. So wear a mask. Help slow the spread. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for Kentucky's economy. Do it for you. Let's mask up, Kentucky.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And People Pay, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us at ctbi.com or stop by one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Kentucky Organ Donor Affiliates and Kentucky Circuit Clerks Trust for Life has always cared about educating Kentucky about organ and tissue donation. They care for your family, friends, neighbors, and even strangers. Over 1,000 Kentuckians across the state are waiting for a life-saving donation today. There are a lot of ways you can care by registering today at donateky.org. That's donateky.org.
As we get back on the road and traffic increases, the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety is reminding you that law enforcement will be out this summer during the Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass campaign. The goal is not to write tickets, but to save lives. So do your part. Make smart choices each and every time you get behind the wheel. Obey the speed limit, drive sober, buckle up, and put your phone down. Spare yourself a ticket and possibly a life. Be safe this summer, Kentucky.
On the basketball court, you have to know where the lines are. It's just as important to know where the lines are in your own yard. Kentucky law generally requires you to have underground utility lines located before most excavation work, even if it's on your own property. If you don't call 811 and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate you and you may be fined up to $1,250. Much better to stay within the bounds of the law and call before you dig to start putting in that backboard or goalpost. For more information, visit psc.ky.gov. This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
K105 Weather is brought to you by Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Most areas look to stay dry this afternoon, but the rain chance is going to start to go up as we get to Thursday and Friday. So keep that in mind for any outdoor plans or chores you need to take care of. The thing is, it's very humid this afternoon, so even with clouds around at times, it's going to be quite hot. High temperature near 90, the heat index in the mid-90s. For the Wade News Storm Tracking Team, I'm meteorologist Brian Day.
The 105 Days of Summer is powered by Litchfield Exterminating, here on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
'Cause the sky is finally open, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in the same old storm again.
Did you know 90% of the world's crops come from only 12 species of plants?
Wow.
So I don't think I can get to 12, but I can get, certainly a half dozen pretty quick. So corn,
Absolutely.
wheat, soy, rice. Wouldn't you figure? We don't grow rice domestically really, but around Asia they have rice paddies and where they grow rice. So that's 4. But what are the other? Like, would tomato fit in there?
Yes.
So tomato would be in the what did I say? Come from a dozen, from 12.
I think green beans would be in there. I don't think of what I pick.
Well, so that's I don't know what I don't really know what that is. So is that a grain? Is it a
quinoa? Is a grain.
You
but
grow
it's
it and you
protein.
okay. So
Mhm.
so they're quinoa farmers somewhere. What about would all the lettuces fit into one species and there would be varieties?
I guess.
So I just thought it was interesting. So 90% of our crops come from 12 species of plants. There were the obvious, like your grains, your corn, got it. But so interesting. How many varieties in the garden that you're tending? Are there 12? At least 12, maybe. Maybe there were 12. Ellen's DJ Twitch.
I love him.
Breaks his silence on allegations of toxicity on the set.
Come on now.
He says, we can't speak too much legally about it, but I'll say this, there's been love. That's what he told Us Weekly. Obviously, this is the most telling. Obviously, there's some things to address, but from my standpoint and from countless others, there's been love. I'll just leave it at that until there's a time where we can address more publicly. There's been love, and there will continue to be love.
Does he mean grace?
Spoken
Or
like
love?
a guy that's got to go back to work with Ellen next
Right.
week. Spoken like a guy trying to keep his job, and also trying to placate his coworkers that are being like, dude, you know what's going on. Like, well, yeah, I mean, that's what I covered when obviously there's some things to address. That was in that category.
Yeah, love covers a multitude of sins.
Yeah, but love. All you need is love.
All you need is love.
Wah, 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 wah. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has topped Forbes' highest paid actors list for 2020. The Rock is at 1, Ryan Reynolds at 2, Mark Wahlberg at 3, Ben Affleck at 4, Vin Diesel at 5. Lin-Manuel Miranda is at 7, Will Smith at 8, Adam Sandler at 9, Jackie Chan is at 10.
Wow.
Pretty impressive list. The Rock, $87.5 million. Have you seen, we saw it, so I know she has. Misty, have you seen the video of him singing You're Welcome to his his daughter? She's probably about 2. And so, he played that role in Moana.
Yeah.
And so he sings the song, and he asks her, he says, is Daddy Maui? And she says, no.
Like she doesn't believe it.
He doesn't
at
look
all.
like unless you look like that. I don't
Right.
care if you sound like it or not. But
Yeah,
anyway,
it's so cute.
it was a sweet video. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is having a dramatic reimagining in the works. Will Smith and Morgan Cooper are teaming up to adapt the latter's dramatic reimagining of the former's beloved NBC comedy, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I'm not for sure what that means.
They're going to turn this into a drama. So all of a sudden, the Carlton becomes a slow dance.
I mean, it's not any good without Will Smith's comedy.
Yeah.
That's exactly
humor.
right.
It was
Well, it's him and the dad for me.
Sure, but they're all, I mean,
without Hillary.
yeah,
being, the
Hillary faces tremendous peer pressure on the next Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That sounds like the stale Prince of Bel-Air.
Her character though was the stereotyped blonde, dumb idiot girl.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't turn that drama.
So what? Joffrey decides that he's tired of working for the man.
He gets funny, right?
Yeah, I mean,
what's happening?
Joffrey lets his hair down, takes a walk on the wild side,
Yeah,
and during his off hours, like, how are we going to develop drama out of this? So dumb. CSI is making a return with the original cast members. So William Peterson and Georgia Fox,
Okay.
Gus and Sarah are coming back in a reboot of CSI called CSI Vegas.
Okay.
Now, they've run out of Who songs to use as introductions to the show, so
Good, because I'm over those.
you're over the Who songs.
Yeah.
You want them to move on to the what songs?
What are the Guess Who?
Alyssa Milano is slamming Twitter users for accusing her of lying about her hair loss due to COVID-19. Well, I'll just tell you, Alyssa Milano is going to be on death's door until somewhere around the first week of November. And then if things go her way, she's going to look more vibrant and radiant than she's ever looked. That's what this is. The world is terrible. Kiki Palmer says she wants to create a version of The View for millennials. Oh, good. A show with less wisdom. That's ideal.
Crap,
more of that.
Yes, more arguing people with less wisdom to support their positions. Oh, wonderful. And Princess Eugenie was not thrilled that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry shared their pregnancy news at her wedding. There are those people that will show up on your day and go, "Hey, guess what?"
Yeah, I agree with her.
Come to find out,
yeah.
Meghan and Harry were those people. Don't be those people.
That's why they've been ostracized
That's
from
exactly
the family.
why. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it entirely. We got to get to a break. We'll come back. Got more on the way. Point to Ponder, Chart Toppers, Pearl of Wisdom, and more ahead here on In the Know.
When life gets tough, where do you find the strength to keep going? Here's one of the secrets to success. Just get to the next tree. There's a military training school in Vermont that puts soldiers through some of the most unbelievable physical and emotional tests you can imagine. The challenge that produces the highest dropout rate is a rigorous hike up a snow-packed mountain with a heavy rucksack on their backs. The soldiers are given no special equipment. Their only tool for success is determination. The men trudge up the hill through knee-deep snow, and within 100 yards, some of them find the struggle to be too much. And that's when the instructor tells the men, if you want to fail, focus on the top of the mountain. If you want to succeed, just get to the next tree, then the next one. Do that again and again until you reach the top of the mountain. And that's how you reach a big goal. You pursue one small goal at a time. You write a book one word at a time. You stay sober one day at a time. You restore your marriage one counseling session at a time. And some days, the next tree may be getting through this day, this hour, even this prayer with hope. And that's how it is when you're struggling. Things are so tough you feel like you're standing at the bottom of a mountain and staring at the very top. And the climb seems impossible, but you can make it to the top. Just get to the next tree. For more to help you thrive, visit FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages, incentive pay, benefits at 90 days, and a discount stock program offering after 6 months. Applications for production trainees are available in the front lobby with a convenient drop box. So stop by the office at 435 at Embry Drive and start your path to a career with Leggett & Platt. We need 30 new trainees immediately. So join the team where our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Would you act differently if you did know? The fact is many Kentuckians are symptom-free carriers, unknowingly spreading the disease to our most vulnerable and holding back our economy. None of us want that. So wear a mask. Help slow the spread. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for Kentucky's economy. Do it for you. Let's mask up, Kentucky.
Community Trust Bank is pleased to announce that all of our branch office lobbies are now open during regular business hours. We remain committed to the health and safety of our communities and are committed to maintaining a safe environment for both our employees and our customers. The drive-thru at all of our branches remain open during regular business hours. You can also make an appointment with our staff by calling your local branch. For location, hours, and phone number of your local branch, please visit our website, ctbi.com.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
MB's point to ponder for today. What would have to happen to redeem the year 2020?
Joe Biden loses the Democratic nomination.
Politics aside. You gotta check politics. Can't be political.
I'd have to win the lottery.
I think there would be a lot of, winning the lottery would somehow start to balance it out. Not even if it's not, that would seem like something that would be fortuitous, because seemingly most of the things that are happening are now this.
I know.
What would it be?
A Chick-fil-A would come to Litchfield.
That would make it a little bit better.
Right there in the front yard.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
In the side yard.
Yes.
I don't have. Yeah. In the side yard.
One on each.
Mm-hmm. And one of those things like at the bank drive-through, one of those vacuum chutes.
Yes. Yes.
Press a button.
Chicken sandwiches.
Throw it over there. I think I would like a formal written apology from the Murder Hornets.
You think so?
Yes.
I think we owe them an apology.
No, they got us all torqued up and said we're a thing, and they caused panic, and then they didn't. And now they're lurking. They're like, so are we still a thing or are we not still a thing?
I
don't
it's
know.
the media's fault. It's our fault. We didn't give them their proper due.
They couldn't politicize the Murder Hornets.
We rolled out the carpet halfway and then rolled it right back up. We didn't let them come on in.
I don't think you all think big enough. Like winning the lottery would.
Chick-fil-A. I said Chick-fil-A in the front yard.
That's like winning the lottery.
It is the lottery.
It's not.
I did think this is interesting.
If I won the lottery, I'd buy all the Chick-fil-A's.
You're going to need a bigger lottery. The parents are debating leaving the kids in the car during errands to protect them from COVID-19. So someone posed the following question. Is it acceptable during a pandemic to leave a 7-year-old in a locked but properly ventilated car while quickly running into the store? This question is interesting. Has the societal wave shifted back to 1970s parenting on this topic? Oh, yeah. In the 70s, you got left in the car all the time.
I love the story that you tell about hanging out the window.
Oh, sure. I mean, just...
There's a Netflix series called Call the Midwife, and it's great. The best part is that they leave their babies in the buggies outside of their flats. People just walk by and like, ooh, goo
Yeah.
goo and gaga, the baby, and
Yeah.
like, mom's done, she's in fixing dinner.
Used to be if you were in the car, you were fine. Nobody's going to bother you in the car. That
No.
has changed,
Nope.
obviously, over the years. But now but it is interesting. Parents have the dilemma. If you have no choice,
Yeah.
if you can't leave your kids somewhere, what do? Do you take them in?
Are they safer inside?
Are they safer inside or outside? No one is saying them being in the car is ideal. That's certainly not right.
Yeah.
But again, properly ventilated. There were some conditions in there
Right.
to making that decision that in an apples and apples or in a truly, which
Yeah.
one is
And
less
what age?
dangerous.
What age would
this
society
question was
say?
particularly 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what age would it be okay? Is it 9? Is it 10? Is it 23? Is it what?
What if you breed big kids and your kid's 4 but looks 14?
Exactly. Again, like so many things, your mileage may vary.
Right. Yeah.
Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the ABC show season 7 finale tonight. World of Dance on NBC, the season 4 finale tonight. And I guess I'm not prepared to say I'm a Big Brother watcher yet, but I was in the same room that Big Brother was on last night. So I happen to know there's an eviction tonight. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. There is an eviction on Big Brother tonight
And there are
if
two
you're so
safeties.
if you're so inclined. All right, gotcha. Again, I don't really know
Well,
anything about
so-
it, but
I stay overnight with my grandmother, so he was fun. He was like, "Well, if you want to watch Big Brother, I can sit in there with you." And I was like, "Really?"
I can do other things. I was entertaining
He was
myself
playing
otherwise,
his
but,
games
yeah.
or whatever.
All right, today's highlight in history that shows you how little there is on television right now. Just turn on something that I have no interest in, and it'll be fine. This date in 2017, a car plowed into a crowd in Charlottesville. That tragedy there. In 1902, the International Harvester Company was formed by a merger of McCormick Harvesting Machine Company, Deering Harvester, and several other manufacturers. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home to the Indy 500, first opened this date in 1909. The Wizard of Oz, starring Judy Garland, had its world premiere this date in 1939. IBM introduced its first personal computer, the Model 5150, this date in 1981. Birthdays today, actor George Hamilton is 81. Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits is 71. Rapper Sir Mix-a-Lot is 57 today.
Wow.
You know his real name?
I hope it's Becky.
Anthony Ray,
Oh.
Trevor's other brother.
Yeah.
You thought you knew all of Trevor's brothers,
I
but
did not,
you
yeah,
did not know
apparently did not.
Anthony, who masquerades as Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Drives a Honda, too, by the way. Pete Sampras is 49 today. Gone but not forgotten. Cecil B. DeMille in 1881. Porter Wagner in 1927. Buck Owens in 1929. All you got to do is act naturally. Ba-da-da-da-da. Try to rustle up some chart toppers for you ladies.
I hope you do a better job than you did yesterday.
1951 was the year. Hank Williams was number 1 with Hey Good Looking.
Hey, hey, good looking. What you got cooking?
A little pitchy, dog.
How's about cooking something up with me?
Oh, that's excruciating.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that arrangement. They used fingernails on a chalkboard.
Right? Who knew that was an instrument back then?
1960.
I do want some of those little things that you. The little wooden.
Finger tambourines.
No, what's that he's playing that's making little wooden sounds?
Not the finger cymbals. It's the like finger cymbals but wood.
Yes. Clackers.
It's now or never.
By the way, I owe you a nickel.
Okay, good.
I had some Cheetos yesterday, and I realized I used the word chingers. And I said, that's Misty's word that she invented. I owe her a royalty for using the word chingers.
Good. Okay. On to financial freedom.
Just put that in the
Onward we march.
Put that
Nickel
in
at
the
a time.
same pot with the mini burger
Yeah.
fortune.
Now, if those people that give me my drinks in the morning just give me my penny back, I could get there quicker. I do say thank you. The little girl this morning gave me my penny back.
She gave you your
She
penny.
didn't even ask. She just gave it back. I was like, look at this.
1969, the Rolling Stones were number 1 with Honky Tonk Woman. Honky is kind of an underutilized word.
I'm going to put that in my pocket today. Hope it doesn't fall out in the wrong place,
You're
though.
going to be looking for places to use that.
Yeah.
Could be fun. 1978, Frankie Valli was number one.
You know what I found while I was redecorating the eldest child's bedroom into a guest room? And I thought of you. I meant to send you a picture.
A pink lady's jacket?
No.
What?
She has an original vinyl album of Four Seasons in her collection.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yep, she sure does. I thought.
You saw it with your own eyes?
I touched it, picked it up, dusted
Interesting.
it off, put it back in the collection.
Let's go to 1987. To Powell, Heart and Soul. I never really understood that song.
No, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't dislike it, but I couldn't get it. It's like, what is
It's
this?
not one that I sing along to, but if it's on in the background, I'm kind of like, that's all right.
Sadly, I sing to every beat.
Let's go to 1996. The Macarena. So I watched Richard Jewell, the movie, the other night. Been wanting to watch it about the Olympic bombing in 1996. This song plays a central role in right before the bombing occurs because it was 1996. This song was all the rage, and they were doing the entire crowd at Centennial Park was doing the Macarena right before the bomb happened. Interesting.
Was the movie good?
It's not too bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. Don't You by the Pussycat Dolls in 2005, and Sam Smith, Stay With Me, number one 6 years ago today. MB's Pearl of Wisdom for today. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. MB's Pearl of Wisdom. Look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for another edition of our show. For Misty Thomas, for Beej, I'm MB, and now you're in the know.
Powered by Heritage Media of Kentucky, WKHG Litchfield, Kentucky, USA. 104.9 FM, the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105. Your news starts now.